Hey friends, it's Neil here from Post to Post. Thank you so much for joining me today. I've got a pretty cool video for you from a designer in the community, Tech Matt. Usually we do NHL jersey concepts here on the channel. These aren't NHL related, but they are hockey related. It's NFL teams taken over and put that branding from those teams into NHL jerseys, or hockey jerseys rather, and then, play around with the design a little bit. It's not really a plausible scenario ever, but it's really cool. Like, none of these jerseys will ever exist, but it's really cool to look at. So a bit of a bonus video for you, and I actually have a lot of concepts for you coming in the next couple of months that I've just kind of been sitting on for honestly a couple of years now from the community, and I want to push those out because I'm thinking there's some pretty good designs. I say thinking because I've not really seen them. They're going to be reaction videos just like this one. I've not seen these. You've not seen these. Let's jump in and let's react together to these NFL branded hockey jerseys. First one coming up, it's the Arizona Cardinals. Well, I think that specific color, it looks really good on a hockey jersey. It's not the Montreal Canadiens red or the Carolina Hurricanes red. It's a bit of a desaturated, deeper red, and I think the Cardinals colors here look really, really good on a hockey jersey. The striping, kind of yin and yang mismatch with the red striping on the white on the arms, but then the white striping on the bottom and the middle on the red. I'm not quite sure about that. I do like the arms, not sold on the kind of opposite angled stripe along the bottom. So pretty good start though. I like it. Next, Atlanta. Wow, well, we definitely have some interesting striping on the arm and the bottom of the jersey. I would maybe say the exact same thing actually. Don't love the striping or the shape or whatever on the bottom of the jersey in black, but the kind of red, I don't even know what that is. I don't know if I can't see the other side, so I don't know if it's a triangle or if it's I don't know. But yeah, I think that looks pretty cool. It's a bit awkward, but it looks cool, and it also kind of plays into like the angularity of the logo as well because it is so rigid and stuff. So yeah, I mean, this is a pretty good jersey as well. The white in here maybe a little bit of a miss from me, but still good. Baltimore, wow, okay, I definitely like this, not just because it's purple. You guys know I really like purple because it's underutilized in all sports, but here we have some really interesting pinstriping coming up from the bottom of the sleeves and also the middle that just fades away into nothing. I think that's really cool, actually. Absolutely love that. Would prefer squared off shoulders instead of the more rounded style here, but it's not bad. That looks really good as a hockey jersey. I'm just saying, it really does. The Buffalo Bills, wow, okay, so this is a weird combination between, like, it's almost like the New York Rangers, the Buffalo Sabres, and the Columbus Blue Jackets a little bit. The Columbus Blue Jackets, because you've got pinstriping, which is, a lot bigger, obviously, coming down from the neck to the bottom of the sleeve. The Rangers, because it's the Rangers colors, and then the Buffalo, obviously, because it's the, the Buffalo Sabres, get that Buffalo one there. But this is the Buffalo Bills. I'm a little bit torn on the shoulders and the red stripe on the shoulders. We're getting into Flag of England territory a little bit, so I'm not sure about that. It's a little bit maybe too thick, but it's a cool jersey for sure. The colors are beautiful. Chicago Bears. This is a really cool jersey. I like how simple it is. Like, just allow that pretty dark blue to breathe up top. You've got the classic kind of athletic style, like what is it? What's it called? Like the high school, like Letterman style kind of design there. I mean, it looks good, and then just allowing the orange to stick to the bottom and balanced with the orange and the logo in the middle. I think that's pretty cool. So yeah, this is a good one. Cincinnati. I was really hoping. There's some pretty powerful like visual brands. Cincinnati's one of those. You can do a lot with Cincinnati stuff. If you follow the NFL and football, you see their helmets over the years and stuff, and they do some pretty cool stuff with that with striping. I was hoping we could see that here, and Tech Matt delivered. He did not disappoint. We've got lots of that kind of Bengal design on the shoulders, on the middle of the jersey. Not so much in the arms. The arms are just stark black, and I think that's okay. The logo itself, it looks more like the Cheeto guy than it does maybe a Bengal logo. So maybe switch that. But yeah, I like the jersey though. It's really cool. Cleveland. I mean, it's Cleveland. Like, it's the most boring, generic, unimpressive visual brand in maybe all of sports, all of professional sports. It doesn't matter if it's hockey, football, basketball, soccer, whatever. It's just so lackluster. So, and I think it's like Tech Matt did a good job. This is exactly what it would look like if the Browns played hockey. It would just be kind of a boring design, and that's exactly what it should be. It's just a little bit boring. That's okay. Dallas. I was really kind of hoping to see the star on the front here. That Not a big fan of that logo personally. I really like the shoulders though. The shoulders look excellent. However, the shoulders are white and everything else in the jersey in terms of big color, like the striping on the arms, the bottom is silver. So we've got this kind of unweighted balance of color. I would prefer to see white stripes on the arms, or keep the gray on the arms and down below and put the gray on the shoulders as well. If I could be in charge, I would do the white, but I'm sure the gray would look good as well. Denver, I was not expecting the D logo on there or this. They have one of the best logos in professional sports, so I would have loved to see that on there. The orange looks a little off. I don't know if it's maybe my monitor or maybe just the way that TechMat designed it. It almost looks a little desaturated or something for Denver. Could be mistaken. It's an okay jersey though. Next, Detroit Lions, pretty simple brand as well. Detroit doesn't really do a lot with their branding when it comes to their uniforms and stuff. So this is probably exactly what I would expect. Looks decent. Green Bay. Green Bay is a cool brand because it uses colors that you don't really see a lot in other sports, and it does look good as a hockey jersey design like this. Like I kind of like that, those stripes on the shoulders. That fits in with football. That's exactly what I would expect. To see it on a hockey jersey doesn't look that awkward. It really doesn't. I kind of like it. Not a fan of the logo, but the rest is cool. Indianapolis Colts. The shoulders are really cool. I like that. Logo probably missed for me as well. And I don't necessarily like that kind of horseshoe shape along the bottom. It's too repetitive. It's too visually kind of distracting. So I would, increase the transparency, or make it transparent rather, maybe 15-20%, see how that looks. But great colors. Let's move on. Kansas City Chiefs. Wow, this actually looks like a jacket in a way because of the neck style. You got the sleeves are a different color. Not a fan of the logo. Again, I'll say that once again. Sorry, but it is what it is. Like the striping at the bottom of the jersey. Love the colors overall. Los Angeles Chargers. Yes, I like helmet on the front. It gets lost a little bit because it's the exact same color as the jersey itself. I see that it's stroked in black, or there could just be a very harsh drop shadow. I would personally probably make that a white stroke instead of black. It would just help the helmet pop a little bit more. But it's okay. I like the shoulders a lot. The neck is excellent, and I like that little kind of sharpness in the arm as well. Could maybe use a little bit more down below, and I would remove the yellow from here. Los Angeles Rams. Yes, honestly, I don't know if I change anything about this. The yellow looks good, and the amount of blue looks good as well. Nashville Predators should take some lessons from this jersey, I think. Las Vegas Raiders. It's kind of cool with the swords coming out of here. That's neat. It also makes it look a little bit like a necklace, which could be hit or miss. The rest of the jerseys, not amazing. Not amazing. Wow, the Dolphins. Abso-freaking-lutely. This is awesome. I love the vibrancy. I love how bold it is. The colors are great. I really like this a lot. This might be my favorite so far, actually. It's awesome. Next, Minnesota Vikings. So this is my favorite NFL team, my favorite football team. But I think I would have used a different logo, honestly. I love their logo. It's so good. And to not have that on here, I think it's a bit of a miss. Also, you've got kind of the horns. You could have maybe done something like on the shoulders, maybe the tips of the sleeves or something. But the striping is great. Like the colors and everything is great. A few minor changes, though. New England Patriots. I would not go this direction as red as the primary color. I would do blue personally. The logo is whatever. Yeah, probably my least favorite so far. Or one of the least favorite. Wow, New Orleans Saints, look at the gradient from like a gold to a black gradient. I don't think I've ever seen that before. Logo, again, to me is a bit too cartoony. Not really a fan. If you just take that Saint shield, though, that Buddy's holding, and put that on the front, that would be awesome. Or as a shoulder patch, that would be an amazing shoulder patch, too. But yeah, the gradient is interesting for sure, but not my favorite. The Giants, this is exactly what I would expect from the Giants. Simple brand, much like a couple of the other teams. Yeah, it looks as expected, looks good. The Jets, kind of the same thing, honestly. Same thing. I wasn't really expecting a lot from the Jets, but they have great colors with that kind of specific green that they use, and I like the little aspect on the sleeves there. That's nice. It stands out on the white. Philadelphia Eagles. I was not expecting this direction for the Eagles, honestly. It's almost a little bit too much gray for me, maybe? Yeah, maybe a little bit too much gray. I think I would go with a different logo as well. It's not bad, though. Wow, the Pittsburgh Steelers. This is wild. You've got the rivets, the steel rivets in there. It looks like almost like a glow-in-the-dark jersey or something. Like, it's really cool. If hypothetically, this was going to be produced and the Pittsburgh Steelers were going to come out with a hockey jersey, I don't know if they would go this bold with that kind of repetitive design on the sleeves. It looks really cool. It's just a bit circus. It looks a little bit circus-like, and it could be the guy in the middle swaying me as well, but the shoulders are so good. I like that a lot. Seattle Seahawks. Okay, not bad. The shoulders are pretty cool. I was almost expecting a green primary jersey for the Seahawks. But yeah, this looks pretty decent. Nothing really to complain about here. San Francisco, yeah, pretty decent. I like the 49ers in the neck. I like the gold shoulders. I don't want to say the same thing every time, but I mean, it's hard not to sometimes with doing these videos. I don't like the logo. That's what I'm saying. I don't like the logo. Wow, the Buccaneers. I would have gone a completely different direction with the Buccaneers. I probably would have made it a lot more modern, a lot more dark, and maybe mysterious. This is very vibrant and not intimidating and a little awkward, honestly. I'm not a fan of this one. Next, Houston. Okay, I don't know. I'm a little bit torn. I'm drawn to the neck and it being red there, and I think it's too much red right here. Like, you've got the red in the sleeves and the bottom of the jersey at the same thickness, but it just looks out of place because it goes right to the white. I'm almost thinking maybe it should be all red around the neck and maybe outlined in white, but I do like the white neck too. I'm a little conflicted. I like the colors a lot. I really do like the colors, but yeah. Let me know what you think about this one down in the comments. Next, the Washington Commanders. It's a weird name that I'm still not used to. The colors are great. I think the logo is not bad. It's just, I want to see the back of the jersey. Like, where does that stop? That's kind of where my mind is going right now, and thinking, I think there could be something a little bit better. Definitely not the worst we've seen. I probably put it middle ground. That was the last one. I actually do know my favorites. There could be a couple of honorable shoutouts, but Miami's going to be my favorite. I'll just throw that up there. I think that was excellent. Really like that one a lot. Love the colors. I think the striping, like, for that brand, for a brand that's not afraid to get a little dicey with color and take a couple of risks in branding, that's exactly what they would do, right? I mean, it's not everyone's going to like it. It's a little bit bold, but that's exactly what they would do. This might be the most plausible one of all of them, I think. So yeah, that's my favorite. Let me know what you think down below in the comment section. And thank you so much, Tech Matt, for sending these in. I think you sent these in quite a while ago, so I do apologize for getting these out not in a timely manner. But I've got lots of off-branding stuff to go through, concepts to go through on the channel. So if you do like that kind of stuff, make sure you hit the subscribe button down below. We will continue with our jersey concepts on Friday, which is tomorrow. So if you want to see NHL jersey concepts, make sure you hit the subscribe button and tune in for that as well. We'll be doing that around 5 p.m. Eastern-ish tomorrow. We do it every single Friday, and we have a lot of fun. And I've got something special for you too in tomorrow's video. It's not the typical NHL jersey one. It might be a little old school as a bit of a hint. So hope to see you there. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day. We'll talk to you soon. Adios.